Hi, good afternoon. Brent Eischer, teaching you about another aspect of organic farming, sustainable agriculture. Here in Copenhagen, Denmark, Belingehus Frugteplante, owned by Werner and Anne-Marie Anderson. So they have what's called integrated pest management. So they have lots of fruit here, 10,000 fruit trees consisting of apples, plums, pawpaws actually. He planted them about 5 or 6 years ago. They have not borne fruit yet, but he's waiting. Cherries, pears, apricots, gooseberries. We picked them the other day. So, so he uses organic methods, and he doesn't spray everything. So what he does is using the predator of a species to control that species. So he's using Langstroth beehives for honeybees. He has 20 beehives located throughout the property, of which about 15 he told me are about in use. And he doesn't really necessarily use the bees for honey production. He uses them for pollination because he needs lots of pollinators here, lots of trees, lots of fruit trees, lots of flowers, lots of pollination taking place here. So the most important function of bees for him is pollination. Another thing that he uses bees for is integrated pest management. And this is a solitary beehive right here behind me. So there's honeybees that live in a hive, but then there's solitary bees that live, by themselves. They don't need to be clustered in a hive. So he uses all these bees in together to control the larvae of some of the worms that eat the fruit here. So he taught me that. So that's one of the major takeaways from this experience wolfing in Copenhagen, Denmark, is that you don't need to spray. It's not 100% foolproof. There are still some larvae in the cherries, for example, of a moth, I believe. But it still is organic. It's not using chemicals. So he has these all over the place. Bird houses eat some of the larvae. The solitary bee houses behind me. So they have lots of bees, insects, predating on the larvae of some type of moth that gets into the fruit here. Okay, so that's another form of integrated pest management, organic agriculture. Instead of spraying, you can create habitat for the predators of something that you're trying to reduce. All right, Brent Eischer. Again, lose the lawn, get your meadow on.